Welcome back. We got another episode of Let 'Em Ride for you. Today we're going to be going over the WNBA Commissioner's Cup Championship game taking place on Tuesday, June 25th. We're going to break down and analyze that game, and I'll let you know which way I'm leaning as far as the points and the spread. And then any plays that I put in for that game will be listed down below in that pinned comment later on. So don't forget to check back in so you don't miss out on any of those. All right, so before we dive into the action, let's take a look back at Sunday and recap those games. We had a nice little Sunday going 3-0 with the sweep. Please break out the Bruins for your boy, okay? We had the Liberty first half, laying 6 points. That cashes for us. And we had the Storm money line over the Sun. That cashes as well. Then we had the Sky first quarter, laying half a point. That's a cash. So 3-0 on Sunday. We are now 17-8 overall on the season. We are up 10.21 units. So let's keep the good vibes and that good energy rolling right into this game here and keep stacking up on those units, guys. Let's dive right into it now. For this championship game, we have the Minnesota Lynx traveling to New York to take on the Liberty. New York is laying 5 in this one with the over-under sitting at 160.5. Now, Lynx come into this one with a one-day rest advantage. They have won 6 straight. They are 13-3 straight up, and they are an impressive 12-4 to the number on the year. The Liberty have won 3 straight. They are 14-3 straight up, but they're only 6-11 against the spread. And this will be their 4th game in 6 nights. This is only the Lynx 2nd game in that time span. These are the 2 top teams in the W, so what a treat for us to watch this one. This is going to be a great game. New York sits first in the standings with Minnesota right behind them. And then the Liberty are the top-rated offense. The Lynx are 3rd. And the Lynx, they're the top-rated defense. The Liberty are 4th. Minnesota holds the top net rating in the W, and New York is right behind them at 2nd. New York is 1st in effective field goal and true shooting percentages, while Minnesota sits at 2nd in both. New York is shooting the ball at a 49% rate. That's good for 1st in the W, while Minnesota is holding their opponents to a 39% rate from the field. It's also 1st in the W. The Lynx are also 1st in opponents' three-point shooting percentages. They're allowing their opponents to only convert at a 27% rate, while New York attempts and makes the most threes per game. Minnesota makes the 2nd most threes in the W, and they convert them at the highest rate at 39%, while the Liberty are only middle of the pack in opponents' three-point shooting percentages. Now, these two met in Minnesota at the beginning of the year. New York had won 4 in a row to open the year up, followed by a surprise loss to Chicago before entering into this meeting with Minnesota. The Lynx were 2-1, fresh off a tough loss to Connecticut on the road, in which some questionable calls really did them in. And then Minnesota ended up beating New York in this first meeting after that, 84-67. They shot 48% from the field, 50% from deep. They knocked in 14 threes in that game, while they held New York to 38% from the field and only 24% from deep. The Liberty will be at home for this one, and they have dominated at home. They're 8-1 straight up on the year. But Minnesota, they have not been bad on the road. They are 4-2 straight up, 5-1 to the number. New York, on the other hand, is just 1-8 to the number at home. So this is a tough one. Like I said, this is the best 2 teams in the W so far. But with that said, the Lynx have the front court to deal with the Liberty star-studded inside, and then they have the perimeter shooting to go toe-to-toe with New York. And not too many teams can boast an offense that can hang with the Liberty, but Minnesota does. And they're also running out a defense that statistically, it's been better than New York. So I'm going to lean Minnesota here with the points. And then as far as the total, this line has opened. It opened pretty low, and then it's since moved up. But I don't know. I expect the defensive pressure and the intensity to be turned up in this one. With the players from the winning team, they're taking home around 20,000 more than each player from the losing team. It's been well documented, the salaries here for the WNBA players and how little it is compared to the NBA players. So these bonuses in these games, I feel like they make a bigger difference. That $20,000 extra is a lot more. You know what I mean? That's a chunk of money. I feel like the defensive pressure is going to be turned up. Both these teams, they're capable of scoring in bunches, but they're also 2 of the strongest defensively in the W. And then Minnesota also plays at the 2nd slowest pace in the league. So I'm going to lean under in this one. All right, that's going to wrap us up here for another episode of Let 'Em Ride. And thanks for tuning into the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you found the information helpful or useful in any kind of way, don't forget to smash that like button one time for me. And hit subscribe as well while you're at it if you have not already. That way you don't miss out on any of the content that we are dropping. If you can hit share, shoot, I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to check down into that comment section down below, into the pinned comment, so you can see whatever plays that I'm rolling with for these games here. And you can see if you'd like to ride along with me. Or maybe you think those plays are complete duds and you want to do the contrary. But whatever you decide to do, don't forget to throw that down into the comments later so I can see what you've cooked up as well and where your guys' heads are at. Hey, best of luck with this one. Hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you on the next video.